Bob? Here we go. And everybody give a warm applause and welcome to Mr. Bob Smith. Bob.
All of you meet with people in their homes and in their offices. And that's, yeah, when you come in and say, I'm the expert, that's it. Give me a little bit of spot. What I'd like to do is talk about the beginning of Marianne's career and on through underwriter's market.
Do we have enough time?
Her career is based basically on a lot of the folks that are in this room. And I was watching the pictures as we went through the slideshow. And you ready? Okay. And one of the things that I did notice is what we see today in modern business is relationship building. And what we have in this room is people who've had relationships with Marianne for a lot of years, even more than 25. So what I'd like to do, if I may, and I have a little cheat sheet here because at my advanced age I can't remember what happened. But first of all, the thing that really is responsible for underwriters marketing is Sophia. Because not too many years ago, with a lot of screaming and a lot of thrashing around, she gave birth to Marianne. So that's the beginning of underwriters marketing.
Good job.
When Marianne was about 5 or 6 years old, Sophia said, "You're going to go to work for INA because I work for INA. You're going to work for INA." So Marianne went to work for INA for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, about 3 weeks. And she moved over to the Fireman's Fund. And when she walked in the door at the Fireman's Fund, I'm here to apply for a new position. And the management looked at Marianne and said, anybody that can have a head of hair like that and white gloves like that is going to be hired. So Marianne started with Fireman's Fund. She was hired. And as she walked in the hall, the first person that she met was Sandy. So they have been together since, I'm not allowed to give ages out, but they were younger, teenagers, they were teenagers.
My mother hired her as my babysitter.
Well, that's the end of you, Sandy. You're not looking very much.
So Marianne was the first female sales representative for the Fireman's Fund. 15,000 employees, 265 or so field representatives, and the first female was Marianne. The first year that she was in the business in the field for the life department, for the life company, Fireman's Fund American Life Insurance Company, she was the #1 producer. The second year that she was in the field for the Fireman's Fund, and now they had almost doubled their field representatives, she was #1. The third year, they went through a process called life cycle and seminar selling. And at the time, I was in the home office, and we were going out on the field to do seminars. And the Boston rep had 12 people in their room, and the Tampa rep had 13, and the Los Angeles rep had 42. And we came to Philadelphia, to New Jersey, to the Hyatt Regency Hotel on Route 70, Cherry Hill. And Marianne had 147 people in their room. in one seminar, she produced more agents than the company did. Pretty good. Many of them are still on the books. The only way you get out of underwriters marketing is you reach 92, or you're done. So if you're not 90, retirement fund to independence. Now, I'd just like to share with you that Mary Ann had been #1 for about 5 or 6 years with Retirement Fund, and they decided to go out of the life insurance business as far as sales reps were concerned. So they allowed Mary Ann and a few other people to pursue other avenues, and 18 months later they were out of business. Mary Ann moved into an office that had been occupied by Prudential. She took it over. But the genesis behind the move was a friend. Always friends, always relationships. And this friend happened to be named Joe Gray. Now Joe was really a pretty good friend, but he said, "Hey kid, you can have the upstairs office, don't bend, you got to bend down to get under the ceiling, but you can have that and you can start your business." And that's where she started. Still working with Sandy, and Margie, I would ask her to stand up, but nobody can see when she stands up. Stand up, Margie, please.
Stand on your chair.
Can you work your way forward, Margie, please? So Margie came on board. Now, actually, Margie worked for Joe, but because Joe was such a slave driver, he never let her go home, so she could put in a few more hours for Mary Ann. Now, Margie, for all of those, if you ever decide to do business with Underwriters Marketing in the future, continue to do business, this is the inception of the 92 retirement. If you don't make it to 92, yeah. So what we have now is Underwriters Marketing began, and these are the two key people that started the organization. Now I would ask you to look at your Wall Street Journal, the news of the world today with President Obama and all the other things that are going on, and how many companies have employees from day one for 25 years and going strong. Not many. Relationships, relationships, relationships. Okay. And Trudy Kulikowski. Trudy Kulikowski came into the office for an interview, and the interview went something like this.
Well, it went very well.
You want to get it?
No, use your
Mary
shoulder.
started asking me all kinds of questions, and let me tell you, it was really short. And one thing she said to me is, "Tell me a little bit about your family." And I said, "Well, I have 8 children." She said, 8 children? You got the job.
The next person that came on board, because Mary Ann continued to grow and grow and grow.